Right, I've one web collector here. I found the rest of my knives. This still ain't all of them, but this has got to be like 95% of them now. But I know there's definitely some missing because I've got a little red Swiss Army penknife somewhere. Right, so I'll go this side to this side again. Right, I've got I don't know what this is now, I can't remember what it was. I think it's a bit like a K-bar copy. It was about 20 quid, no brand. Looks alright quality though for what it is. Yeah, quite nice, about 20 quid, something like that. Leather sheath. Like I said, it's not a brand one though, so. What is that? This is a Mustang fixed blade sheath knife, full camo, sort of leaf pattern on it, sort of thing. You see what I mean? Nylon sheath with the camo on it again. That was a birthday present. This is a weird old Push Dagger, homemade, funny old colour handle, made from a bit of mild steel. And a nylon sheath with a sort of plastic insert so it doesn't move. Couple of halter for knives which are like I can't remember what they're called now. Morers. Cheap versions of the Morers, or cheaper versions of the Morers, but they're just as good. That's the standard one, so that's the knife and the sheath, standard version. This is one that Malcolm did the sheath for me, which is my brother, John J. Rambo 11111. That's my twin brother. He modded this knife, put the lanyard hole and lanyard, and made this codex sheath. Needs a bit cleaning up, that. And I think he's done this here as well. That's different. Lots of tight sheath. Just a crappy old sort of cutthroat razor type knife, I suppose you'd call that. Did have rubber handles, I'm going to put wooden handles on it eventually. CRKT, yeah, CRKT, yeah, sounds like I said that right now. This was a birthday present. CRKT Cascade. Nice knife this is. I've had this for years and I've used it a lot as well. That's why it's slightly dirty. That one I keep in a bug out bag, same as one of them halter 4 knives. This little spring assisted. Again, I can't remember the make, it doesn't say on it. If you want to know any of these, I can find out after the video, because I've got a video on this knife. 9 o'clock. It's got a I can't remember what they call these now. It's spring assisted with the sort of, it's not a button, it's actually part of the blade. That's a nice knife. I bought this from British Knife Collectors Guild, which I wouldn't actually recommend buying from. Although this is an alright knife, it had a bit of damage on it when they sent me it. And I've had that a couple of times now, so I suspect they always send you stuff like that. So I wouldn't recommend buying from them, but saying that, I don't think they even exist anymore. Machete I've had for years, Tramontina Machete. Did have just a plain wooden handle, but I taped it up just because it looks a bit better black, I think. matches the sheath then. Fake leather sheath. That's quite nice. This is a seamer torch knife, or a multi-tool knife. So you've got a multi-function torch, pocket clip, and then you've got a load of tools similar to a Swiss Army penknife. So you've got a file and sort of saw there, fish descaler, and a ruler, a saw, screwdriver, and some little spanners, blade, and a tin opener and bottle opener. None of the blades lock, so it's legal carry. All metal construction. Yeah, proper decent thing that is. I was looking for one of these for years. I wanted a decent torch with decent blades. You either get one or the other. Decent knife, crap torch, or crap torch with decent knife. So yeah, there's that. Got a video on that if you want to see that. Yeah, just ask and I'll add links to the ones I've got videos to, and if I haven't, I'll make a video on it. Little scrimshaw lock back. That's a birthday present. Quite nice. What alarm going off? This is a weird knife that had like 2 blades on it, but I took one of the blades off, so it's only got one now. It would have had the exact same blade there, like that. But it's a bit more practical now, and I also used the blade for something. Actually, yeah, that's another knife that's missing. A crown bit I made with the other blade. That's just like a cheap, like couple of quid knife, you know. My Knuckle Duster Machete, 1 inch thick aluminium handle. Skull crusher on the end. That's nice. See videos of that. And next to that is the trench sword or trench short sword. Pakistani blade. Pakistani sword blade. This is about 3/4 inch thick aluminium. Spikes. Guard. The only thing this is missing is a sheath, because the original sword never had a sheath, so I couldn't sort of cut the sword sheath down to fit this. Funny little sort of prototype Knuckle Duster lock knife. Never got finished because it just didn't look very good. Doesn't lock. Just sort of more for display, if anything. Needs finishing. Fixed blade here. This is a Tramontina Samurai. That one I think I bought when I was on holiday at the seaside. All it looked like a cross between a sort of bayonet and a sort of hit the youth knife and a Bowie knife, I suppose. A bit weird. Nylon sheath. This is a Doberman Knives knife. Before Andy was Doberman Knives, used to have a different logo and different sort of name. This was one of the first knives he ever made, he said. I think it was a bit like a tester, you know, trying it out, trying out the scales and that. Nice knife. He sent me this for like a gift, so I was very grateful for it. It's nice. It's a lovely thing. Made from file. Yeah, I'll always keep that. Certain knives I would always keep. Needs a bit of cleaning up, but that wouldn't take long. Right, started going a bit weird. Right, so this is a sort of push dagger type, knuckle duster type knife. This is a prototype, just made from a little bit of pry bar, you know, a little bit of oh, I ain't got it in here. I was going to show you. Just, you know, just like a standard pry bar, just a bit cut off that was left over. Bit of paracord. Kershaw. This was a, this needs a bit of oil on it. This was a gift from, I think his YouTube name is Gun Owner Dan. He also used to run, or still does run, the Brass Knuckle Collector's Club, which is like a website to share pictures on and that, and talk to people about that kind of thing. I've got a knife to go with that, which I'll show you in a minute. Right, so there's that. That is the Kershaw. I'm not sure what one that is, I can't see it. Not sure what make that one was. But this is another one from Dan. This was to commemorate 10 years of the Brass Knuckle Collector's Club. This is full stainless steel, lock back. And there's the logo. Brass Knuckle Collector's Club 2000-2010. That's something I'd always keep. That's a lovely little knife. Yeah. Very old butterfly knife. I've probably had this about 15 years or more. Bit sort of rattly, but it's alright. Don't know the make. What's that say? Toledo. Won't bother flipping it. I don't do that. I'm going to just go back to this one quickly while I'm here. This is a sort of pretend flick knife. It's a Stiletto Bone, not bone handle, like an antler handle. Can't remember the make of that. That's the lock at the back down there. There. That's a really nice knife, but because it's in here I can't show you it properly. But if you want to see it properly, let me know and I'll add a link on the screen here. Yeah, a lot of these knives I can't remember the makes of them or the names. Well, some of them I haven't had out for years. Handle jar, lock back, bone handle. Nice little knife, you know, just cheap sort of, probably 12 quid, something like that. I've always liked these sort of lock knives though. I used to get a lot of them. That sort of classic shape, sort of buck knife shape I would call it. Weird sort of lock knife, not lock knife. Spring back here. No idea what that is. That's what I've had for years and years and years. Probably a Pakistani knife by the looks of it. Little Magnum, lock back. Handle's a bit flimsy looking there. Another little Kershaw. I don't know if I said, but all of those Kershaws are a gift from Gun Owner Dan as well. He found out I didn't have no Kershaws, so he sent me some. This is a nice little one. This needs oiling as well, but you press that little flipper down, that's what it's called. That's a flipper on it, they call it. Couldn't remember what you call it. Yeah, little Kershaw. Don't know what that one is either. Got a, I think it's True Utility multi-tool, like Swiss Army type knife. Screwdriver and the screwdriver bits there. And then you got your standard sort of bottle opener, tin opener, blade, so pliers, scissors, and nothing on the back. That's a good little knife. That was cheap, about a tenner. A Duke knife. These are weird knives. This was a birthday present. I think these are French. I can't remember now. African or French, who knows? I know in Africa they speak French, so. Like I said, a lot of these knives, I forgot what they're called, what they're, you know, where they're from, because they've been like put in a shed for a couple of years. So, little lock, a little pen knife I found, which is sort of classic, sort of, you know, your old blade, bottle opener, tin opener, and fish scaler. I put those scales on it. They did look better than that, but I dirtied them up for a video because I was trying to make the knife look older than it was. Another little true utility multi-tool, little set of pliers, and then under there is a little blade and a screwdriver and a little nail file and another screwdriver. That's a good little thing. Little hammer tool there. There's hammer, pliers, and then you got your scissors, blade, screwdriver and that there. Yeah, that's like 5 or so. This is, I think they call a fat bastard knife. I think that's what it's called. Very big folding knife. Yeah, Fury, fat bastard knife. I think that's what it's called. You can find it called that. I'll just show you this next to sort of standard folder. So you can see the size of it there. Nice knife, good sort of novelty, big unusual knife, you know. Right, in here is an old stiletto flick knife. I had to it didn't have a spring in it, so I put like a spring in it. It just about opens. Again in the display case, I can't show you properly. But yeah, I'll swap that for I can't remember what it was now, but yeah, it was one of my friends and he swapped it. Done that. Right, I'll do that one last then. So last two is this sort of cheap multi-tool set I bought. Came with a little torch. I had a sort of, that's a fishing kit, saying that, fishing like setup. It had like a nail file thing here, but I suspect it wasn't a nail file, it's for cutting fishing line. Then in here you've got a handle and these two of these blades, which you open that there, put the blades in and shut it down. You can change, the other one's like serrated. And here you've got a set of pliers, blades, scissors, screwdrivers, saw, ruler and all that, and some tweezers. Right, and then lastly, I'm sure that's all of it, isn't it? Is this Explorer jungle kit knife. I'm going to do a review on this in a couple of days. So it's a survival knife, hollow handle survival knife, plastic case that has a catapult on it. This folds out. I've got string wrapped around it. I've got some bank line taped around it at the minute, so you can't open that. But that opens out. Got wire cutter, whistle, knife sharpener, yeah, wire cutter, hollow handle. You've got a kit inside it, in there, and then in the actual sheath, there's another kit here that has the elastic for the catapult, little harpoon, and some other stuff that I've added. Yeah, so that's it. That is Weapon Collector's knife collection. About 95% of it. I've got a couple of other knives which I may add in another video. It won't be a knife collection part 3 though. It'll just be an extra video. So if you want to see any of these specifically, just ask for it. Just tell me the time of, you know, say, oh yeah, you know that knife at 2 minutes in or whatever. Or if I did name it, and I'll do a video on it, or I'll send you a link to a video of that knife if it's already on there. So check the more info section for some links, because there could be some anyway. And at the end, if I've done some videos already, I'll add 4 links then, and there may have been links coming up while I was doing it anyway. So, right, I hope you enjoyed the video. That was Weapon Collector's knife collection. Don't forget to visit my blog saying that, there's some new stuff on it. Right, see you later.